Yo, YouTube, what it do? It is your boy, Izzy the Chosen One, back at it again. Basically, today, I'll be getting a lot of comments, a lot of y'all be, wanting to know how I got so lean and shit, really, the diet is everything, bro. If you agree with lean being the law of the world, and that's just what the feminine women are really be attracted to, you will do whatever it takes to get to the goals that you want to be. But first things first, you have to lock in on the diet and the training. A lot of people like to just skip the meals, bro, or eat too much. You can't put down the pizza. A lot of you guys can't put down the pizza. You can't put down the cookies. You can't put down the cake. You can't put down the pies, all the candy, bro. And that's what separates regular from greatness. You feel what I'm saying? If you really wanted it, you would do anything that it takes, right? So, me, I like to eat just once a day. And it could be steak, broccoli, or rice, or chicken, broccoli, and rice. Really, that's like the holy trinity right there. As long as you get 50 grams of carbs, you get in your vegetables and your proteins, should be good for about the rest of the day. And by default, you're going to be losing weight, and you're going to be getting leaner as a side effect. So, how do you do that? You got to make the meals. You got to start meal prepping. Start bringing in food to work. Start bringing in food to the gym. Start bringing in food. And just all you got to do is get like 2 containers, fill one up with some chicken and broccoli, and then another container, fill it up with rice. Or you get 2 servings, chicken, broccoli, rice, divide it into 3 sections, and you just get 2 containers. And you eat that every single day, like it's law. And you never skip a day. You never miss a day. You never eat too much. And you never overdo. Because eating too much, that's gonna essentially just ruin everything. Especially since what you're trying to get to, the level you're trying to get to, you're trying to become Superman because, she didn't fall in love with Clark Kent. She fell in love with Superman, bro. And you gotta get to that Superman level, and how you're gonna do that is you're gonna need vitamin D. Vitamin D is gonna increase your testosterone, and by default it's gonna make you appear leaner. And it's gonna give your skin a bit more of a glow. And by default you're gonna be leaner. So your diet's on point, right? Your diet's already on point. You're eating chicken, broccoli, rice every single day, or steak, broccoli, and rice, depending on what you're feeling that day. You can do whatever the hell you want to do because it's your life. Now, if you're doing that every single day consistently, and you never miss a day, by default, you will become lean, you will become more muscular, and you're going to start to attract more of the opposite gender. Because that's what naturally in the wild you're supposed to look like anyways. So, by default, you're already going to be leaner than 1 in 10 people. Every 1 out of 10 people. You're going to be leaner than, you're going to be the odd one out. So you're gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with the haters. Like, that's just what comes with this life, bro. And people wanna drag your name, and that's just a part of it, bro. But at the end of the day, it's just you are more disciplined than they are. You're no better than they are. The only thing you're better at than them is your eating habits. It's just discipline. That's all it is. And that's why you gotta lock in on your diet. The diet is the most important part of the entire thing. You're gonna want to be eating at least 50 grams of carbs a day, along with your proteins and your fats, right? You get that with the chicken and broccoli, the proteins and a little bit of fats. And also the steak as well. And you can throw in your salmon in there too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it balanced. You don't want to be eating the same thing every single day, but if that's what works best for you, then that's what works best for you. Not everybody might not like eating fish. Not everybody might not like eating steak. But you also, this is the third and final and most important one. Fasting. You're going to want to be fasting throughout the day, at least. You're going to want to go to bed on an empty stomach. So when you wake up, you're already 6 to 8 hours fasted, 10 hours fasted by default. The second you wake up, 8 hours perfect time for sleep. 8 hours is the perfect time. So, with that being said, what are you going to do to truly lock in and reach your goals? You got to make sure you're eating one meal a day. I'd say between the times of 12 to 6 p.m. That's like the time span you want to eat your meal. And so by the time you go to bed, your food's already kind of digested. The earlier it would be, the better. So I usually eat at 12 o'clock, 12:30. That's when I eat. And then I don't eat anything for the rest of the day in the morning until 12 o'clock again. And that's going to keep your body in a more fasted state. And you're going to just be able to burn more calories that way. And a lot of people like to just complicate things. People always say, oh, how do I lose weight? And then you go to like a fast food restaurant. Like, we see you cheating, bro. We see you cheating. You can't cheat the grind unless you're on the gear. But you can't cheat the grind, bro. You shouldn't want to cheat the grind. Steroids and gear and TRT, all that shit should be when you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, bro. That's when you take that shit. You don't take that shit now, because you're still young, you're still producing a lot of testosterone naturally, by default, just by existing. And when you're in the gym, you get around some women, that's going to increase testosterone too, just by being around them. The more you're around attractive women, the more your testosterone is going to increase. And that's why you gotta put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there, bro. You gotta put yourself out there, because if you wanna stay the same, we all know that's not gonna help you. That's not gonna help you. Staying the same hasn't been helping you. This whole time you've been staying the same. I mean, what has it really done for you? So that brings me to my next point. Once you fully lock in and you master these three things, you know, the eating, the eating once a day and fasting, and I forgot what the third one I even said was, but really honestly, bro, and working out too. Working out, those three things. If you master those three things, eating, working out, or eating correctly, working out, and making sure that you're fasting, 3, by default you're going to be in a caloric deficit, and that's how you're going to burn fat, lose pounds. Should, like, I'm trying to get down to like 160, but I walk around at like 185, so I'm pretty decent size, like I'm pretty bulky, but you can't like rush the process. You can't skip steps. And you have to want it at the end of the day, always. It has to be in you, not just feel like a chore. If it feels like a chore, then maybe this isn't meant for you. You can click on to the next video what you're actually interested in. But if this interests you, then, you know, make sure y'all stay tuned, because I'm going to be dropping more content like this. Anyways, YouTube, it has been your boy Izzy, the chosen one. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment down below, and subscribe somewhere over here. I don't know. But yeah, bro, take it easy, okay? Take it easy.